Nia and the Forest of Whispers. Nia loved stories. She read books every night, even under her blanket with a flashlight. But her favorite stories were the ones no one else knew. The secret ones. One day, Nia's grandmother gave her a gift. It was an old wooden box covered in carvings of birds, trees, and stars. Inside the box was a small silver key and a note that read, "The forest remembers. Use the key when the wind sings." Nia was puzzled. What does it mean? Her grandmother only smiled and said, "You'll know. Listen carefully." That evening, Nia went for a walk in the woods behind her house. It was quiet, still. Then, the wind began to blow softly through the trees. It wasn't an ordinary wind. It sounded like voices whispering, like music made from leaves. Suddenly, a door appeared in the trunk of a large oak tree, right in front of her. It was shaped like a crescent moon and had a small keyhole. Nia took out the silver key. Her hands trembled with excitement. She turned it once. Click. The door opened. Inside was a glowing tunnel of roots and vines. She stepped through. At the end of the tunnel there was another forest, but it was nothing like hers. The trees here were tall and silver, their leaves glowing like stars. Tiny lanterns floated in the air. Strange, gentle animals peeked from behind bushes. Everything shimmered with magic. A fox with golden fur walked up to her. "Welcome to the Forest of Whispers," he said. "You can talk?" Nia asked. "Only in here," he smiled. "This is a forest of memory and dreams. Everything here is alive with stories." He led her to a large tree with a door made of light. Inside, there were books floating in the air, circling slowly. "These are unwritten stories," the fox explained. "They live here until someone hears them." "How do I hear them?" Nia asked. "By listening with your heart." She closed her eyes. And suddenly, she heard voices, soft and kind, telling tales of lost stars, brave mice, flying houses, and oceans made of laughter. Every story touched her heart. Some made her laugh. Others made her eyes fill with tears. One story told of a lonely cloud who wanted to become a river. Another was about a bird who sang once every 100 years. Nia listened for what felt like hours, and when she opened her eyes, a small book floated down into her hands. It had no title, no name, just a glowing cover. "This is your story now," said the fox. "It's your turn to carry it into the world." Nia nodded. "I will." The fox bowed, and the forest began to fade like mist in the morning. She stepped back through the tunnel, through the oak tree, and into her own forest again. The door disappeared behind her, but the book was still in her hands. She opened it. Inside, on the first page, it said, "Written by Nia, listener of stories." From that day on, Nia wrote stories every night. But not just made-up ones. She wrote the ones she heard. Whispers from the trees, the wind, and the stars, because she knew the best stories aren't always found in books. Sometimes they find you.